Hello everybody, Marty McConnell, the Off-Grid Gecko here, and today I'm going to be talking about being thrifty and keeping stock of supplies. So this is part of the preparedness videos. Now this is mainly a preparedness level 2 thing. So if you watch the intro video, I have the 3 tiers of preparedness. So the first one is like short duration, mostly stuff that interrupts your life, but it's not, generally speaking, catastrophic. It can be catastrophic if you're not prepared for it sometimes. So if you blow a tire and you get a flat and drive to town and then they tell you, oh, you got to change all 4 tires, they're going bald, and then you go ahead and do that, that sets you back $1,000. Now for most of us normal humble people living with a minimum wage job or doing whatever you need to do to get by, $1,000 goes by really quick, and it's hard to save up. I actually use that as a metric out here. Money is probably the most important thing that you can stock up on. So one thing that you can do off the bat, aside from all this stuff behind me that I'm going to be talking about, is take $20 or $40 or however much out of every paycheck, just stash it away, hide it somewhere, tin can, in a separate bank account, or even in your bank account, but don't let yourself access to that. So I've got a spreadsheet that keeps track of my bank account. It tells me how much I have saved and how much I'm allowed to spend. Or any other way that you can keep the money where it's readily available, but it's separated from your normal money so that you can save that up for emergencies. Cash is number one, and just like everything else I'm going to be talking about in this video, it is a weekly thing. So you just save up a little bit each week, and before you know it, you got a nice little cache of cash, which is always good to have on hand, and that'll take care of a whole slew of tier 1 emergencies. Now tier 2 emergencies is going to be your lasting power outages, hurricanes, tornadoes, stuff that runs you out of your home, stuff that bunks you down in your home, like losing your job or something similar, things where you have a severe long-term interruption of your life. And what I'm talking about today is a very simple thing, but it actually scales into that second category stuff, and it even scales into shit hit the fan type scenarios, which are category 3. So being thrifty is one thing, like going to the grocery store and clipping coupons and all that, but being really thrifty and well stocked means that you know what you're doing from week to week. So I eat a lot of the same food every day. I have basic stock provisions. I've got some ramen cooking on the stove right now, so I need to hurry up with this video. And just going ahead and getting a little bit extra of that thing every week, and then just rotating your supplies where you're constantly building up a supply when things are good, and then if you have to take a couple days off work and you got a smaller paycheck or this or that, you don't have to be struggling at the grocery store. You can be like, meh, I've got enough saved up to last me a while. And I'm going to show you some simple things that you can stock up on and just keep track of as you go. And then when you get to a level that's below your comfort zone, say you're trying to save this kind of thing up for a month, then you go and buy another bulk pack, and bulk packs are cheaper than individual packs in the long run. Is that good? Check 1 2. So this is my little supply pantry. So I've got canned foods of various different varieties, and I've got them sorted according to what kind of cans they are. And this is the stuff that I eat most. This is stuff that I eat all the time. It's nothing that I'm storing up for some end of the world and I'm not going to touch it unless it's an emergency. No, this is regular food. Now, one thing that all of these cans have in common is all this stuff is pre-cooked in the can. So even if you're without power, without any source of heat, you can, if you have a can opener, which is in the wrong place, get back down here. You can pop these guys open, grab a spoon, and just eat them right out of the can. It's not going to be as tasty as cooking it, but it's not going to be harmful to you. They're sealed up, they're prevented from getting bacteria and infectious and stuff like that. And canned food lasts a really long time. Don't trust this little label that says this can expires at blah blah blah. What's this one say? And all I do is, before I go to the store, I look at this little rack and I'm like, okay, well, I've got plenty of chili. Don't need to worry about that this week. I could still pick up, you know, some of this ravioli, like just a normal amount that I might eat that week. Mixed vegetables is kind of sparse, but I don't really eat them that often. I kind of like the hash stuff. My beans over there I haven't touched in a little while, so that stuff can kind of sit. I may even take the beans and mix them in with the veggies just to fill that slot and leave a slot open for something else that I enjoy. And that's all you really have to do. And so this one little pantry that's like 2 feet wide and 1.5 feet tall has enough food in here to last me for a couple weeks. So another thing I like to stock up on is dry goods. Okay, so I've got some ramen here. I've got rice, beans, lentils, and what I do with this is I've got these little containers for them, some glass jars or just a leftover pickle jar or whatever. And then when I go to the store to buy them, I buy them in these little bags, so like $2, $3. I toss them back there in the back. Now when I run one of these jugs dry, or when it gets down to a level where I can refill it, then I just pour a bag in there, and the next time I go to the store, I make sure I pick up another bag. So I've always got a supply of dry goods. Same thing, grits comes in its own can. So as you can see, there's another can behind this one. This one's almost empty, that one's full. So once this is empty, I've got a full one, and I'll go to the store and buy another can of grits. Pasta, I've got macaroni and cheese, I've got just all kinds of good stuff that's dry, long shelf life, and I eat it. It's not like I'm, you know, not eating this stuff. I eat this all the time. I don't know if the camera's going to cooperate here or not, but we're going to give it a try. So what was the first thing that cleared off the shelves when COVID-19 hit? Toilet paper. Everybody, including my boss, my family, and everybody else that I keep in contact with, that was something that was on their mind for everybody. They're like, so how are you doing on toilet paper? Doing pretty freaking good, because I tend to buy big sacks. Now these in particular were a kind of a different thing than I normally do. My boss in the pandemic ended up buying like 2 or 3 big cases of these things, so I gave him a little bit of money and I got like 1/3 of a case or half a case or however, I don't remember how much. I've got more stored down there in a bag, which I'm actually pulling from that first because this is stocked and I don't have to worry about it. So when that bag's empty, just go get me another, you know, 12 or 36 pack of toilet paper, put it right down there, and I'm good to go, man. And I don't really use a lot of toilet paper. I'm out here by myself, so it's not like there's somebody that just burns up toilet paper going through a roll and a half a day. So I've got my toilet paper, I've got some paper towels here, and I've got 4 in this pack that's on the wall. I've got another 6 pack down there below. Soap. I have each of these little blister packs right here, has 8 bars of soap in it. This one has 6. And again, soap is something I might use a bar a week. I haven't really kept track of how much I use, but it's not really that fast. But these packs are like $8 to $10. So it doesn't hurt to just grab a pack of them when I go to the store, and then I know I'm good on soap. Got some deodorant, which I'm actually planning on restocking, believe it or not. I've got this can that's full that I'm using, and I've got 2 of these 2-packs up here. This isn't enough. I got room on this shelf for at least another 2-pack and maybe 2 more 2-packs. Again, not super expensive. I do try to wait until I see these things on sale, and then if they're on sale, I'll just grab up like 2 or 3 of them right there on the spot, whether I need them or not. So that's another thing you can do. My shampoo and conditioner right here. Again, a full bottle of each in there, and these are not small bottles. These are pretty decently sized. What is this? 32, 28 fluid ounce bottles. They last a while, but every time I even think I might be getting low, I go and I buy another pack of each, you know, and they come in 2-packs as well. Toothpaste, again, not an item that runs out real fast, but if you buy them in 3-packs, they're super, super cheap. So I will probably pick up another 3-pack actually pretty soon, just to make sure that I have plenty to go. All this stuff combined, I've got enough toilet and bathroom gear to last me like a while, okay? But I don't think about, okay, well, I'm gonna run out by next week, let me go get some. I'm thinking more like, my supplies are looking a little bit skimpy, let me just go ahead and load up on some of that, because it doesn't, if you're buying it week by week, and instead of like planning on what you absolutely need, just plan on, well, how much more of this particular thing can I fit into my little drive here without causing problems and without spending a super ton of money. And that's just what I do. I go and I buy the thing and kind of just keep stocked up. So that's pretty much it for this video. I don't want to make it super long. I'm just giving you some examples. Like, you can do this with just about anything. There are weeks when I just have a cruddy week. Like I said, I just somehow blew through my entire little savings that I had saved up, because I had a lot of long-term 1- and 2-year bills come through all at the same time. Just got another one from the post office, and it just depleted me because I was trying to get ahead on some other things and do some vehicle repairs that month, and then I just got blasted with all these bills at the same time. And then I got my little ham radio, and I got the lumber for this little shelf over here at the same time. So I was trying to catch up and get ahead on some other stuff. One thing I don't have to worry about is big expensive trips to the grocery store this weekend. I can hold off a little bit on this kind of stuff and concentrate on rebuilding that cash nest egg, because cash is your #1 friend in an emergency, and 99% of emergencies that are going to happen. Hide it in the glove box, hide it in, a tire, hide it under the hood of your car, hide it in a pouch in the back of your wallet that you never look in. So have cash. Just stash little bits of money here and there everywhere, and make sure that you don't invade it unless you need it for something. Cash. Another thing I recommend, as long as you are not going to abuse the privilege, is establishing a line of credit and getting a credit card that you keep just as a backup. If you have a zero balance on most credit cards, they won't charge you anything to have the credit card, but when emergency hits, then you can dig that out of your wallet. And I've actually been tempted to do this month, and you can go ahead and put that payment on that credit card and then just pay it off as you go. Always have backup plans for backup plans. Cash. And this isn't an end of the world preparedness scenario. This is something I think just about anybody in America, and probably most other countries, can do on a regular basis. And it's going to keep you prepared for anything, because you don't have to worry about, crap, I have this stuff on my list every week when I go shopping. How am I going to afford all this week? Not a problem anymore. You already got enough to last you a little while. Then you can skip it for a week or two. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you will stay tuned, watch more, and maybe even subscribe. Stay tuned. Bye. Cash.